Oh, I saw it.
Oh my word! Have you ever seen anything like that? Hey, look at that!
Problems there.
And here comes Hurst. He's got some people are on the pitch. They think it's all over. It is now.
Hello and welcome to They Think It's All Over. With David and Lee this week is a horse racing presenter who's such a favourite of the Queen, she never misses one of his broadcasts. Good evening, Your Majesty. From Channel 4 Racing, it's Brough Scott. Gary and Rory's guest is a writer and comedian who is famously celibate, but unlike Rory, that's his own choice. Stephen Fry. We kickstart the show with our excuses round. Normally, we dwell on the reasons given for miserable failure. But this week, there's a twist. We want to know the bizarre reasons given for sporting success. Gary, Rory and Stephen, it's cricket for you. We take you back to the last time England beat Australia in a series, just 10 years ago. Here's Alan Lamb hitting 18 off the final over to win a one-day international.
Bruce Reid. Swung that at 6. Is it? That's a big hit. It's somewhere over there. I can't see it. It's gone. It's gone for 6. There it goes. It's in the gap. It's going over towards the boundary. It's 4 runs and Lamb pulls off a miraculous victory. What a performance by Alan Lamb.
So what was Lamb's excuse for this remarkably un-English behaviour?
Being remarkably un-English,
Yes, obviously.
He's a South African.
I find it very easy.
Yes, and it's very easy for you, isn't it, just to mock. You see, I happen
Yeah.
to think that England is a fine cricketing country.
Really?
We do very well. Over there, we have one of the greatest English batsmen statistically of all time.
Brough Scott?
Did you not know that?
No, I'll have to hand it across if you don't have any other ideas.
It all goes back to the night before, doesn't it?
It does.
It does. Where we were billeted, if you can put it that way, in a flat series of flats, high-rise flats in Sydney, just overlooking Fiji there. Or
What, you had to
Bondi.
stay in council flats before a game?
Piss off. Proper. But we actually hosted a party, Lammy and I, in our flat that night.
Lammy.
Previous night.
I love that.
That's very clever,
You
isn't it?
take a surname, you add a Y, and you come up with a brilliant nickname. My name is actually Fr, but when I first met you, you thought you called me Fry.
But we had a party. We asked a mutual friend of ours to prepare the canopies, and she prepared them with cannabis.
I'll give you a bonus point for that, yeah.
Thank
It's
you.
all to do with drugs. Here is Alan Lamb to explain.
I got a little bit out of it. I noticed David was feeling all right the following morning. I was still sort of a bit blurred, and David didn't get any runs. It was only a year later. I said, you know, David, did you realise if you had those canapes that I had, you would have scored some runs because they were spiked with this herbal material.
So there was indeed cannabis in the canapes, which is, of course, canapes. Lee, to you, if you want to know. England retained the Ashes that year under the brilliant captaincy of Mike Gatting, and the next time we played Australia, we were thumped 4-0 at home under a new captain, David. And as David said, he didn't get stoned that night, but apparently his food taster was completely out of his tree.
Is it true, Nick, that you bought a girder from Stoke City Football Ground?
Possibly, yeah. Nothing sad in that, I don't think.
I was actually going to buy that girder because it's useful to put in front of the television when holding the babies on.
Yeah. I actually bought it because when you hit it for playing for Leicester, that's the closest you got to ever scoring at the Victoria Ground. Oh. Gary, did you ever score at the Victoria Ground?
No, I don't think I ever played in the lower leagues.
So what's the Japanese Super League then? For David and Brough, it's the noble pugilistic art. For Lee, it's boxing. Earlier this year, that lovable cockney from Toronto, Lennox Lewis, won the WBC heavyweight title when his opponent, Oliver McCall, refused to join in.
Jim, the referee's going to say something to us. You can't let it. He's got to make a fight of it.
I mean, I don't know if McCall has lost interest, Reg, or if he's just got some crazy plan in his mind about slinging one big right hand again. But I cannot understand this.
According to Lennox Lewis, what was it that caused McCall to behave in such a strange manner?
You said he was a genuine cockney from Toronto.
Yeah.
It's proof he's not a genuine cockney, because if he was genuine, he'd be going, I was nowhere near no fight. know what you're talking about. Like, didn't phone my uncle up. I was round there all night watching telly. I'll tell you.
Well, I'll tell you what people don't realise, that Reg Guttridge, some people don't know, Reg Guttridge only got one leg. And he'd explained this to...
Perhaps we should just say Reg Guttridge was doing the commentary, was it?
Reg was doing the commentary. He's only got one leg.
Reg has only got one leg. It's little known fact that Jim Watt, the co-commentator there, has actually got no head. Was it that Oliver McCall's girlfriend was shouting out, leave it, it's not worth it?
I think, by the look of his face, he said it was all thanks to God and the Lord and all that stuff.
That's often the answer, but not in this case, I'm afraid.
Satan? Was it Satan?
The reason that Lennox Lewis gave was that McCall was totally fazed by the dazzling brilliance of Lewis's white boxing shorts.
I wore these white trunks for a reason, but you know,
what was the reason?
Oh, just to look good and have a mental kind of stress on him. You know, seeing me come out as a gladiator in some sense.
And they said McCall was bonkers. In fact, he was so keen to be like a gladiator that he injected himself with steroids and spent the weekend shagging Ulrika Johnson. So, at the end of that round, Gary's team have no points and David's team have 1. Incidentally, just as a side thing, I'd like to read to you from this skills card, free with wagon wheels, How to Keep Goal by David James. It says genuinely on the back, concentrate on the game, be alert at all times, keep your eyes on the ball when catching crosses. Which is sensible advice. Unfortunately, David James was actually reading the card when all those goals went in. In our next round, each team picks a number from the injury board, which then reveals a sporting personality and an object. Gary, you get to choose first this time. Give us a number.
1.
Number 1. Right, that's former England fast bowler Chris Old and a cold virus. Yeah. So how did the virus injure the cricketer?
Is that a correct representation of the cold virus?
Yes.
It is?
Lee.
What, wearing blue shorts?
Stephen, can I just say it's nice to meet somebody with breeding rather than this fake that I have here.
That's sweet.
Right.
Well, by an odd coincidence, of course, Chris Old's nickname was Chili, wasn't it?
Right,
Cold, because his initials are C. Old Cold. But I don't suppose it's to do with that.
Did you know he's the only cricketer named after a virus, apart from Chris Hickenpox of Glamorgan, who was named after chickenpox in the same way?
Did it get stuck in one of his shoes?
The cold virus?
Yeah.
Right. Rory, you're babbling.
Did he catch it off boycott and end up in hospital corridor of uncertainty?
Very technical cricket joke.
I liked it.
There's no use trying it on me. I didn't understand that.
Oh, no, David's going to explain it. Oh, God.
Plenty of time.
So he had a cold.
Quietly. Yes, he had a cold.
And he sneezed, and he strained a collar, muscle something.
Yes, I'll give you 3 points for that. Yeah.
Bless you.
Yeah, the story is that Chris Old, while laid low with a cold, sneezed so hard that he bruised his ribs, causing him to miss a test match. So Chris Old sneezed and it cost him a test match. Paul Merson sneezed and it cost him 200 quid. David Gower apparently almost caught the same cold, but he dropped it.
Is the batsman here?
That virus picture was rather lovely, wasn't it, with those colours? And here are a few more for you. And if you'd like to put those viruses at home on a 1, 2, 3 order on a postcard and post them into us, then you're very, very, very sad indeed. So, David, what number would you like?
It's just that bit, just outside off stump.
So you're bowling...
David, the corridor of uncertainty for you is the size of the pitch.
Are you going to take that?
This is just... I'm just going to ignore him, it's fine. I'm used to it.
Surely you should not ignore him. Surely you should set the hounds upon him. Surely he should be hunted to extinction, David.
He's out of season.
Is he?
Yeah.
Why, have you tried?
If you'd like some points, if you choose a number, then a question will come to you. All right?
2, please.
Number 2. So that's Paul Gascoigne and a bed. So how did the tearful, injury-prone lard bucket come to grief over a bed?
Had someone spiked the canopy?
Very good, sir. Hey? Very good. Go back to explaining the corridor of uncertainty.
See, both feet.
Oh, God, they're going to do it as well.
Both feet, so Reg Gutteridge couldn't do this.
He couldn't do it.
Or Don Brennan.
How did the bed in... If he's anything like me, he had enough porno mags underneath that he grazed his nose on the ceiling. Was he alone when this injury occurred?
We are not told.
No, I
So
think he
we're
was
not
trying
sure
to...
if it's a wrist injury.
Well, do you have to be on your own to do that, then?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, okay, funny looks on the bus.
Room for one more on top, eh?
What's the bus need?
I think he was trying to pull the curtains.
Yeah, I'm too intellectual for him. He's standing there talking to the curtain going, "My, that's a lovely long dress you're wearing."
I had a nice pair of Venetian blinds once.
Gary's team?
Was it a bunk bed with 5 bellies on top? Fell through.
No, in fact, the answer is that Gazza strained his thigh while attempting the tricky manoeuvre of getting up in the morning. In an effort to cure his bad behaviour, Rangers sent him to a hypnotist. He put Gazza into a trance and tried to take him forward to his childhood. So, at the end of that round, David's team have 1 and Gary's team have 3. Our next round asks the question, what's going on? This week we're going to play in some footage of some odd sports and ask the teams to tell us what they're all about. David's team, you're first. What do you think is happening here?
Whatever it is, there's 5 hours in on Eurosport tonight. Reg Gutteridge will be there.
He could take part in that, Reg, couldn't he, really? You don't need 2 legs to tumble down, do you? He'd probably get a head start, wouldn't he? He could just topple to the side.
Is it just me, or has the world gone mad?
We've got a great thing on David's team. When they get an idea that doesn't work, they go with it.
So, Nick, holding the baby.
It's a contractual obligation.
I was thinking, if you took part in that, it'd be bugger if you're halfway down and somebody shouted out as a false start, wouldn't it? Is it the way they teach Italian footballers to do a dive? You know, when they roll over and over and over
I know what a
again?
dive is, yeah.
It's obviously cheese. Sort of Somerset cheese chasing. Or...
Yes, well done. 3 points, I'll give you that.
3 points.
In fact, it's the ancient sport of cheese rolling, which takes place every Maybank holiday on Cooper's Hill in Gloucester. An 8-pound double Gloucester cheese is launched down the hill, and the winner is the first to catch it, although to this day, no one ever has. In ancient times, it was believed that you could become fertile by chasing a giant cheese down a hill. Well, call me old-fashioned, but I prefer shagging. Gary's team, you're next, and we show you a traditional sport from Albania. Sorry, I know that one's a lot easier, isn't it?
Not like good fun, it. Yeah. Costs £50 an hour in Soho, that does.
Is that what's replacing holding the baby?
Oh, my God.
I missed whatever this is a reference to, but I'm sure it's brilliant.
You did roll some music.
You
It's
see
a
what's
highly
going on
entertaining
here?
situation
See,
comedy.
You're actually the arsenic. Arsenic, I don't mean that. I mean, you are an arse in this sense. Your programme is. All over the third world, there are people making up stupid games because people like you and Clive James and Shakespeare buy them and show them and go, ha, 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 aren't second and third world people funny? But actually, they're getting all the money for the repeats on it, and they're laughing at you. Funny enough, as a point of no particular interest, the great C.B. Fry, to whom I'm so tangentially connected that he was, as you know, a great cricketer, and he played in an FA Cup final and held
broke the world long jump record after smoking a cigar.
That's right, and held it for 17 years, I believe.
Cigar.
That's right. And
maybe you should have lit it.
He was offered the throne of Albania.
He was?
Yeah, yeah. No relevance to this question.
There's a hosepipe ban, isn't there?
It's a what?
It's during a hosepipe ban, obviously, isn't it?
Well done.
Thank you.
It's the hosepipe ban game. It's ideal.
You can guess it. Come on. What was there? What was there?
Water fighting.
Water well.
Yeah, well.
Water guarding.
Yes, OK, I'll give you 3 points for that. Yes, that was indeed the Albanian sport, as you said, almost immediately, of well defending. A game which has two elements. One is that water is so scarce in the country that the teams battle it out for a mug of brackish water. Obviously, they didn't spot the huge lake 2 yards away. And the other is that it's a gender reversal game in which men dress up in frilly clothes and are soundly thrashed by the women. And you can all do your own Frank Boff joke. So, at the end of that round, David's team have 4 and Gary's team have 6. Our next round is devoted to the photo opportunity. David's team, here's your photograph first of all. So what's old Vinny up to here?
It's not actually a publicity photo. This was taken from a security camera. Is he just saying to the kid, give us your dinner money?
Now, what the kid is saying is, Mr. Jones, I cannot tell a lie. Gary Lineker's house is the third one on the left.
Has the fellow on the right won the Gary Lineker lookalike competition and is about to get his prize?
Is he threatening the kid? Is he just saying, all right, where's the books with the pictures? The publicity still for the new Vinnie Jones workout video. He just comes around and threatens you until you lose weight through shitting yourself.
Well, I think something very subtle about those books. I think it must be him and something like the Oxford Union. Debate, that sort of stuff. Huh?
Yeah, I'll give you 3 points for that. Yeah, oh. Quite well known. The photo was taken in 1995 when Vinnie was invited to speak at the Oxford Union, where he debated the motion, "Did you spill my pint?" Gary's team, what's behind this rather modest work of art?
I see a right tit.
Well, Alex Ferguson's in it, so is it called the Mona Geezer?
That's awfully good.
Whistler's mother.
Damn, that's both the paintings the British public know.
Well, it's after Piero della Francesca, isn't it? It's a modern artist who's placed...
Stephen, it's after Piero della Francesca's Resurrection of Christ, but also another painting is involved in it. It's A Triumph of Caesar by Andrea Mantegna.
Mantegna? Is it Mantegna? Well, there we are.
So that's a bonus point for Keble College, Oxford. In fact, it's artist Michael Brown's depiction of Eric Cantona as Christ coming back from the dead, as purchased by Eric Cantona for £80,000. Several of Cantona's colleagues are depicted as Roman soldiers, and naturally, manager Alex Ferguson is portrayed as Julius Caesar, who also famously lost battles home and away to Borussia Dortmund. You can tell it's a very good painting by the way the twats follow you round the room. So, at the end of that round, David's team have 7 points and Gary's team have 9. In the next round, our teams attempt to put their finger on the famous as they play Field of Sportsmen. Gary and Rory, it's you first, if you'd like to take your positions. They have 90 seconds to identify the mystery guest without the use of their eyes. OK. Blindfolds on.
Brough is a funny name, isn't it? You christened by a dog, Brough?
How many times have you heard that one? OK, can we have our first mystery guest, please? OK, you might be excused for thinking it's Alex Ferguson, but it isn't. OK, your 90 seconds start now.
Booing? Not Lee Hurst agent, is it? Lee? Lee, say something.
I'm over here.
Oh, thank God.
Rory, he's got a whistle in his mouth.
It's not a ref, is it?
It is.
Oh, well done.
What are these?
I'll do my ref test. Bollocks, ref! Oh, sorry, never offside! Well, it's not Gerald Ashby. Oh, come on! No, not Stephen Lodge.
Well, there's 3 of us that can't see up here, then.
Is it my all-time favourite geography teacher from Harrow, Mr. David Ellery?
Absolutely correct.
Well done, mate.
Well done. OK, David and Lee, if you'd like to take your positions. Right, are you ready?
I'm very ready. Yep. I'm very ready.
OK, blindfolds over your eyes, then.
Spotted it.
Just the one.
Oh, dear God, is this my life? And can we have our second mystery guest, please? OK, and your 90 seconds start now.
What do you mean, watch out for the fire? I know this one.
Dave, is that you?
I know it's you.
Trust me, don't move. It's a bloody minefield out there.
What have you done so far, then?
I've fallen over initially, you know. Right, hang on. Hang on. What have we got here? Bloody hell. I'm going on a sponsored walk here. What's going on?
Hang on, these are a bit short.
Hang on. You're facing the wrong way, mate. Get How many you counted? I've got
one at a time, to be honest.
So is it a dole queue for unemployed telegraph pole
3.
holders? What is it? 4?
5.
I'm having a shrewd idea. What we've got here is 8. We've got 8 blokes and 1 bloke. Have we just lost David Gower?
Keep going, David.
We've got... It's Oxford, Cambridge.
Correct. At the end of that round, David's team have 10 points and Gary's team have 12. Our climactic final round is, as usual, the cheese-rolling, well-defending name game. Winning team goes first, which is Gary's team at the moment. I wonder, Stephen, if
I'm very happy
to
to
Rory.
pass these in.
Sure. OK. As many names as you can in the next 90 seconds, starting now.
Cricketer, captain at the moment, I think.
Mike Atherton.
Yeah, very good. A horse. Horse, not a horse, but she likes horses, and she's in the royal family. She's married to Mark Philip. No, yeah,
Princess Royal.
Title, yes. This is a Brazilian footballer. I think he plays for Barcelona.
Ronaldo?
Better than you, Gary.
Much more.
Don't know who this is, but it's a posh name. Horse trials?
Badminton,
No,
Burley.
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 And the first
Mark
title?
Burley,
George.
Lord Burley.
Lord, yes,
Mark,
indeed.
yes, Lord Burley.
Relation of yours.
Great
Another
to-
relation of yours here.
athletes,
Cricket, athletics.
C.B. Fry?
C.B. Fry, very good. I don't know if this one's a relation of yours. Second name, they wear uniforms at hospitals. Dead certs.
Nurse. Dead certs.
In hospitals.
Nurse.
This nurse, yeah.
Nurse.
It sounds like a line from Carry On Doctor, this. First name, first syllable, what bishops have, you know?
Mitre.
No, the area they overlap.
C.
And
C
opposite
nurse.
of less.
Seymour Lewis.
Oh, yeah.
Seymour Lewis.
Seymour Nurse, yeah.
Seymour
This
Lewis.
ex-Bury footballer sounds like a sheep. May look like one, for all I know. Don't know what it looks like. No, sounds like a sheep.
Ah.
Yeah, first name, you're a rock, and upon this rock.
I built my church.
Yeah.
Peter Bar.
Russian footballers, their rodents run around the underground.
Rat.
Yes,
Rat
very good.
All of a sudden, Rory shows himself up there. You are a rock, and upon this rock I build my church. OK, you've moved up to 19. You've got 10.
Can I take this opportunity to wish you the very best of luck?
The Robbie Fowler of panel games, ladies and gentlemen. Sportsmanship.
I hope you don't make a traffic.
Reading.
Your 90 seconds start
Reading.
now.
Goalkeeper.
David James.
No, the other one. Man United.
Michael.
Correct.
Peter.
I thought we'd do it low key.
Get on with it.
Australian cricket person with huge bushy moustache.
Boone, Hughes, Mervyn Hughes.
Correct. Bloke who I will not take the piss out of.
Vinnie Jones.
Correct. This person, that is my wind what?
Pipe.
That's a surname.
Martin.
Correct. Bloody hell, that was really clever. Next one, it's an off... Oh,
Hardly classical. But
Sarah, same
Ferguson.
surname,
Sal, what?
and titled Army rank.
Ferguson.
All right.
First name.
This one,
Ron.
second name's like a
Ron
horse.
Ferguson.
Yeah, second name's like a horse. Hello. Second name's like a horse that you would call a very common name for a horse.
Nag.
Cop.
No, that.
Like a horse.
Oh, Dobbin.
Correct.
Yeah, Tony Dobbin.
You got
Terry
that.
Dobbins, jockey.
Ex-Everton manager. His surname's like the family, the big family, Queen.
Joe
Well,
Roll.
Joe
Yeah,
Roll.
near enough. Yeah. This one, athlete, 5,000 metre runner, below Norway.
Finland.
Finland, below.
Hamlet, Prince of.
Denmark.
Denmark.
Yes, and the first name is like in
well,
Roy, something Roy.
Roy Denmark.
Yeah, close enough. Close enough.
Oh, dear.
David Gower thinks the famous Scottish hero was called Roy. Excellent.
We hadn't established he was talking about Scottish heroes at that stage.
Oh, you were confused by
It could have been
the way
Roy
he
the
said
Flaming
Scottish hero.
Did you say Scottish hero?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
At the end of the game,
Trigger.
that means that David's team have 18, but Gary's team are the winners with 19. So our thanks to David Lee and Brough, Gary, Rory and Stephen. We're all off to show Man United how to locate a barn door. My name's Nick Hancock. They think it's all over. It is now.